Hi, I'm Sheilaa Hite, world-class astrologer, tarot master, spellcaster, medium, and all-around magical being. And I'm here today to talk to you about this week. The astrology of this week is pretty phenomenal and pretty intense. We have entered eclipse season. Big doings there. Eclipse season. Eclipses either bring us something new, those are solar eclipses, or remove something we no longer need, those are lunar eclipses, the full moon. This eclipse season begins on September 17th, which is a full moon. So something we no longer need will be removed. Full moons are quite interesting. They're very dynamic. They are the culmination of all of the forces of the universe as shown by the moon, and they come in and bring things up and set them out so that we can determine what we've got and the value of it. Well, when you've got a full moon and a lunar eclipse, everything that you've set out so that you can determine the value, that eclipse, which is about removing what you no longer need, that eclipse does the choosing for you. So this is one of those times when it's better to just comply with the instructions and assist on a mental, an emotional, a spiritual level, assist what needs to be removed, assist that process, and let it go. You may not like it, you may feel frightened by the change, but understand that there is nothing to be afraid of, and that not liking change is pretty normal, and that we get used to it. So see what it is, let it go. So on this particular full moon lunar eclipse, as things are removed, something is replacing those things that are removed. Information that you would not have had before, opportunities that you couldn't have seen before, relationships that you finally get the value of. All of that is available to you. It gives you an opportunity whenever we have that big, brilliant full moon to see. But this full moon with the eclipse is saying what you're going to see. What you're going to be able to see or get with this full moon eclipse is you will be able to see that we have to let go of the old ways of being. We have to. This is a time when you might want to retreat. And I'm going to tell you that retreating is not going to help. Be active in the process. If you feel you have to go away to be active in the process, great. If you feel you have to literally go on a retreat, meditation, whatever, great. If you feel you need to clean the house because that's when you're best at this kind of thing, great, clean the house. Be a volunteer for the thing you've been drafted for. So, this dark night of the soul, because it is kind of like a dark night of the soul, this dark night of the soul experience for all of us is going to reveal something very important to us. We just have to be okay with not having the answers we'd like to have. Because each of us has got a plan, and each of us has got a program, and each of us knows way more than any deity could ever possibly know. Just ask us, we'll tell you. And each of us is kind of wrong about that. So the answers we get are not necessarily the answers we'd like to get, but they are the answers we need to get. Go with the package as it shows up. It's filled with the answers you need to get. The answers that we expected or think we need to get, it's not that they're not right in some way, but they're no longer viable. They don't have a life force anymore. You were you then. Maybe then they meant something. You are you now. You are different. Circumstances are different. Your questions are different. And your answers and needs will be different. Pay attention. Don't have the universe force you to do what you really can do voluntarily. Embrace the changes. Sure, admit that you don't like it if you don't like it. Admit that it frightens you if it frightens you. And do what you must do anyway. Embrace the changes. Embrace the enlightenment that leads you to these changes. On September 22nd, we have another phenomenal turn. The sun leaves the sign of good old practical Virgo and enters the sign of relationships and balance, Libra. This is a big thing because Libra says we need each other. And that's what we do. We need each other. So in moving forward, we need each other. Even if we decide to stand still, we need support. We need each other that way. The September 22nd, the day that the sun enters the sign Libra, is also the day of the autumnal equinox. Night and day are equal in time. Now, if you're below the equator, that's the vernal equinox. It's spring for them. For us, above the equator, it's autumn leading to winter. So, this is a turning point. It's a time of new beginnings, a time of new opportunities. It's also a very social time. So make sure you're out there in your world. Make sure you're open to making new connections. And please feel free to initiate new projects. This is a great time. New people will come in and help you, unexpectedly help you. Be willing to let go of what is not right for you any longer, even if you don't understand all the details, and be willing to accept what is right for you now, and be willing to be in harmony with yourself and the process. Happy full moon, happy eclipse. Bye.